Hey guys, so I am back again. Why is this? Okay, it was just doing some weird loading thing. Whatever. First of all, better lighting because I finally charged that ring light of mine, and it only took me a couple of weeks to do that, but hey. So I'm back with another video, and I know there's just so much happening in the world right now, but I wanted to do this video because I just got done with my first semester of online schooling with a 4-year college, and I want to just talk about the differences between 2-year online schooling versus 4-year online schooling. Obviously, that's the title of this video. And yeah, let's get into this. So, quick background. Hi, my name is Teresa. I have a 2-year degree from a college that I'm not going to really name because I just had a really crappy experience there. And so, yes, anyways, I have my 2-year degree. It is a associate's in arts degree. And right now I am enrolled in a 4-year college and I'm getting my BAS in business administration. So hopefully one day I can open my own theater company. So that's that. With my 2-year degree, I did a little bit of both. I did on campus online classes. And now with my 4-year degree, I am doing that all completely online. And then if I decide to go and get my theater degree, which I'm pretty sure I will, but it kind of just depends, um, finances and all that good adulting stuff, um, then that will obviously all be on campus unless we finally hit a place where theater can be taught online. Who knows? So let's get into this. So I have notes that I need to pull up here. So let's start with 4 years. No, let's go 2 year. That makes more sense. Let's go with 2-year schooling first. So the first thing is, I should say, this is just from my experience. Every school is different. This is just my experience. So, disclaimer. Okay. First thing is way more relaxed on the expectations. The thing is, when I first got into my 4-year college, they were very, very crystal clear on what their expectations were for students. And maybe it's just because I actually got into like a program with the 4-year school, but with the 2-year, it's very clear that the expectations are much more relaxed, not as strict, that sort of thing. In my 2-year schooling, they had what I call the normal grading scale. So let me pull it up here because my scale for my 4-year is much different. So at my 2-year college, the grading scale was 90% and up was an A, 80% and up was a B, 70% and up was a C, and 60% and up was a D, and anything below that was an F. So I call that a more normal grading scale just because it makes sense, and I will share what my school uses for a grading scale and how it differs because it's very weird. So there's that. Then I said, and again, coming from my experience, I feel like my online schooling with my 2-year degree was slightly less time consuming. Now, I will get into this with my 4-year degree, and it more has to apply to now with my 4-year degree because I am taking summer classes, but still. Um, I just felt like it was a lot less time consuming, and to kind of piggyback off of that, um, it kind of made time management a little bit easier to handle. And so, yeah, I felt like it wasn't as time consuming. I could definitely get stuff done within. I could still do other things, and that's not really completely true with my 4-year, which I'll get into. So the next thing is you teach yourself like online schoolings, and I guess I can get into this now. For me, online schooling is very much learning how to teach yourself without a teacher that accessible. But with the 2-year schooling, a teacher I feel like was a bit more accessible. And maybe that's because I my 2-year school is literally, like, a block away from my house. Um, so physically, I knew I could go and ask them things if I needed to, and it wasn't, through email and stuff like that. I don't know, just my experience. And the last thing I have is limited reliable resources. So, what I mean by this is Quizlet, probably for a 2-year degree, it'll get you very far, but not so much with a 4-year degree or a 4-year college. It's just hard to find things that are reliable that apply to the subject that you're learning about. And that's why I said limited because it's quite limited, and then reliable things that actually apply to what you're learning about, and then, the resources part. So now the 4-year schooling, way higher expectations. Like I mentioned earlier, when I first got into my 4-year college, the expectations were crystal clear. They clearly stated what, um, grade point average you needed. They clearly I don't know if they clearly explained this in the beginning, but I know eventually they explained the whole being on probation because of grades. Um, just kinda overall their expectation when it came to grades. Um, it was very clear from the beginning. So that's just kind of the higher expectations I'm kinda talking about. The next thing is way harder grading. So here's the grading scale. So if you remember my 2-year degree and the grading scale that they used was 90s A's, 80s B's, 70s C's, and and what did I say? Okay, hold up. I need to pull it back up because I'm confused. Okay. 90s an A, 80s were B's, 70s C's, and 60s were D's. So, which doesn't, oh, never mind. My brain is just everywhere. So that was that grading scale. This is the one for my college. A 93 to 100 is an A, 86 to a 92 is a B, 77 to an 85 is a C, 70 to 76 is a D, and anything below a 69 is an F. So, yeah, much higher grading scale. And this kind of like irks me a little bit because I just took my first exam for my theater class, and according to the other grading scale that's from my 2-year college, I would have gotten a solid low B on that exam. But in my school, I got a high C. So it is what it is, I guess. I hate saying that. I sound like every older person in my life ever when I say that. So there's that. The thing is, you definitely teach yourself. So this actually made sense to me when my management teacher actually talked to me or had his stuff online. He made it very clear that in this school, you teach yourself. And I don't think it just applies to me and my school. I think that really applies to online schooling just in general. The thing is, with online schooling, you are enrolled with a school, right? And you do have teachers, but those teachers don't actually teach you in the way that it would be if you were on campus and in the way that it would be from, your past education experiences of being physically in a classroom. And so that's the whole thing is online, it's with a school, they supply the material. So, they give you what you need, the books, the documents, the videos, all that extra stuff. They supply all of that, but it's up to you to actually teach yourself and learn it. And that's a really challenging thing. And I feel like a lot of people with everything now, that's kind of what they're learning. And so that's what I mean by teach yourself. So I recently have definitely feel like this. I feel like school is my job and that I don't have time for a real job because babysitting and stuff is a job, but not by like government, I guess. So, anyways, I do feel like schooling for me is my job that I obviously do not get paid for. I just pay to get educated. So, yeah, it's difficult and that could totally be a whole separate video, but I feel like because of schooling, especially recently, um it's too time consuming. I can't commit to like a normal job or something secretive. What am I trying to say? Consistent. Um, so yeah, that's that, I guess. I feel like there was something else I was gonna say about it. Situation right now and kind of why I feel like that is because I was originally going to take 3 classes this summer, but the thing is, and here's another difference. The thing is, with a 4 year, it's a lot at once. So let me kind of explain this. So I was going to take my accounting from my 2 year college here as a collaborative course, and I'm pretty sure that's going to stay the same as far as how many chapters we have to get through a week. But with my other classes, I was going to take a computer class and my theater class. So my theater class, which I am still currently enrolled in, we have 3 exams a week, and that's because we cover 3 entire units a week. So 3 units, 3 exams. Occasionally, we have um, like a paper for it. I think really I looked and we only have 2, so that's fine. But then you have the discussion boards and you have the videos that you have to watch, which can be 8 videos, or for us because it's theater, for me because it's theater, we have to watch an entire play or entire musical, and that's quite long. Plays are generally what, like an hour, hour and a half the most. Musicals should be about 2 hours. That's a lot of time. So, yeah, and then I was going to take my computer class, but with that, we had 3 modulars. I can't say that word, it sounds so weird, which is like 3 chapters a week we would have to do, which means 3 assignments and then a capstone project, which is everything we learned, and that's about it, but that's still a lot because the projects are a lot of points and whatnot. And then I also had an issue that there's no tutors throughout the summer. So if I were just to fail the class, I just would completely fail. So that's a whole nother thing. So that's kind of what I mean by it feels like a job because it's so time consuming. You are doing so much for one class, usually more in the summer. I kind of feel like that. And during the actual year, it's a bit different. And I don't want to jinx that for next year. But yeah, the last thing is limited reliable resources. So again, Quizlet's only going to take you so far. Your notes, even though your teachers say the answers are in your notes, majority of the time you can never find them, and you really don't want to spend that much time looking them up because if you have a 63, this was my exam the other day, a 63 question exam, and you had to look every single thing up, like that's just a lot. But anyways, and I feel like to kind of just go away from that, but still talking about 4 year degree, I feel like there is a switch that gets turned on and that you start to care more about what you're studying. So I will admit I went to my 2 year college because if you graduate from the high school here, you get free tuition at the college, if you choose to go here. And so obviously I went here. My parents also happen to be teachers at this college. And so I'm going to admit, even though school is important to me, I definitely did not care that much about school as much as I should. But now that I am doing my 2 year degree, and more specifically now because I'm doing a theater class that is going to be the foundation of my theater education, and this class is really going to get my toes or like my feet dipped into the water. I care a lot more about this class. And so there definitely is a mental switch that I feel like happens. And yeah, it's weird. My Elle Woods has always been a part of me, and she's always just been here with me, but I feel like now with my 4-year degree, she's with me even more. And something I'm trying to live by is a quote that says, "I want Elle Woods getting into Harvard Law kind of determination," and that just sticks with me always. And I should probably write that somewhere. So that's all. I hope this video helps you kind of understand the differences between a 2-year college and doing it online versus a 4-year college and doing it online. Um, yeah, I will have acting videos coming out soon. I think I said this in the last video, but I will have acting videos coming out soon. I am holding, I'm so excited to say this, master classes for people, and we are going to be covering a couple of things throughout the summer, once a week. It's going to be a blast. I already have 5 people signed up for it, and I'm really excited. So once I teach them those lessons will be here on YouTube, and I can finally get back to acting videos because that's how my channel started, and I probably have not done an acting video since 2 years ago, maybe, if then, 2 years, maybe even 3 years. So, those will be coming out for anybody who watches me for acting videos. And, yeah, I guess that is all. Stay safe, stay healthy, um, and take care, you guys. I will see you all later. Thumbs up this video if it helped you. Comment down below if you did. What has your experience been if you gone to a 2-year college and then went to a 4-year college? Hit subscribe. I post videos every week. Racist videos, acting videos, babysitting videos, and things. And yeah, I will see you guys. Take care, and I love you guys. Bye.